Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday morning in an edition of Ken versus 10. I am Ken, and the 10 part of the show is my death pile that I try to list 10 items and see if I can sell them before next week's show. But today I'm doing something a little different. First of all, I'm cold. I'm tired of it being cold. I'm tired of it being like wintry weather and cold and 30 degrees. It's like 28 degrees out there today. Jamie is here. Jamie Shears, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, it's cold out there today. Every time my office where I work most of the time is out in the garage. I have a dedicated office that I built there in the office where I do all my kind of eBay and all my reselling business, all of my inventories out there. And every time I have to go back and forth to the house, it's just, I'm tired of it being cold every day. Yellow. Yeah, I got my WhatNot yellow on today. You know, getting set up for my first WhatNot show. And I do have some questions too that I'm going to ask Ray. If you're around, I have some questions. I'm here for the mac and cheese. Yeah, last week I spent too much time. I didn't get to do my mac and cheese review. And today we're doing, there it is. There's a picture of it right there. That is School Cafeteria Mac and Cheese right there. And so we are going to do that. Why, yes, hello, panel and chat sneaking in. Remote Patrick to say hi and light up that thumbs up. Patrick Murphy, always good to see you, my friend. Let me see. What else do we got here? Not going live today. I'm actually doing a private test show later tonight. Jill will be invited and probably some other folks. Ray, if you are not busy, I'll send you an invite. Probably, I have to talk to Jill, probably around that 8 o'clock time frame or so. My parents live just north of Grand Rapids in Michigan, and they said it's pretty cold out. Yeah, it is. It is cold. Where are you located, Jamie, that you're not complaining about the cold? Christine Harden, hello, how are you? I am good. Good to see you, Christine, for sure. Ooh, some prison mac and cheese. I need to review that someday. I need to hook up with somebody that works at a prison or is in prison. I don't know anybody that's currently in prison, I guess. Sue is here. Good morning. We know it's warm there where Sue is in Arizona. Keith is here. Good morning, Ken and chat. Well, you're bright and sunny today. Yeah, Jill, I got on my WhatNot yellow. My WhatNot yellow, because today I'm setting up some items for that private show that we're going to do tonight. Jill, what time works for you? Probably around 8 o'clock-ish, I was thinking, Ray. Temu draft. There's the Temu draft in the house. The Keith over at the Pastimes Picks podcast. They do kind of do a second rate draft, mocking or not mocking, but mirroring the Monday night draft. No, it's always good. Go check out Keith for sure. And Roman is here. Will be lurking from the bins. Roman, I hope you find some really good stuff today, as you always do. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, and you even got the little Goodwill logo on your icon there. And Swamp Picker Glenn is here. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming. What's up, Jill? Hey, Roman. Good luck at the bins. Susan is here. Susan Graham. That's my cousin. My family's always well represented. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling better, Susan. I was chatting with her earlier in the week, and she was on spring break this week and then got strep throat. So how about them apples that can't even enjoy some time off. It's cold. You were probably going to be in the house anyway. See, I feel a little cheated on the shells and cheese. It was not a true one-to-one. Well, none of them are ever a true one-to-one comparison. But I bought 2 boxes that day, and I have eaten the other one. So it wasn't a total loss. I got 2 dinners out of that. Live in New Jersey. It's actually pretty cold here today. Cameron is here. What's up, my friend? How you doing, Cameron? Good to see you. Good to see you. We haven't crossed paths for a little bit. We need to do that. I popped in a couple of your lives here recently. It's the Bad Whale. It's the Bad Whale logo. Okay. Good morning. Off to prime timers today. Good luck with the WhatNot, Ken. Hiya, Jill and Susan. Apparently, my mother doesn't enjoy the rest of the chat because she's singling out. She's singling out family, and that's okay. Thanks, Ken. Starting to feel a little better. Very good. Okay, I think I'm a little bit caught up in the chat there. So, I am starting a WhatNot adventure, and setting up a show. I said that there earlier, doing a private show this evening, just to kind of run through. I wish that WhatNot wasn't so hateful towards Android users, because apparently over there on the iPhone or the iOS platform, they have a rehearsal mode that you can do, like rehearse a show and stuff. So I'm going to do a private show tonight, and just to see the working, see how it works, look at my camera angles, start and stop some auctions, see how things go. So this morning I was starting to load things into the auction. Who out there, who else sells on WhatNot that's in the chat? I know that Ray does. Ray does a ton of stuff. Actually, tonight, if you follow Ray Nashville Flippers, he is part of a raid train. I think he even set up the raid train. Angie Resells is in it. Kristen Rural Squirrel. Ray, who else is in? I think Joe and Nicole, I'd flip that, are in that. And so I always tried to catch them and learn some stuff and buy a few things. Oh, it does have a rehearsal? Is it more than the private show? Yeah, private show. Sounds like you're getting a lap dance. I have a lot. You have a lot sold, but on an extended break. Amen. Android. Yeah, hashtag Team Android for sure. But you do come up with things like this WhatNot stuff where there's just not as many options. And I found a lot of that out watching, again, I'm going to reference Ray Nashville Flippers on his This Week in Reselling podcast that he did, I think last week, or the last show was, he had Jen's Multiverse and Paul Philly Flipper on there, and they did nothing but talk WhatNot. And it was a great show, because a lot of times when you see people hyping WhatNot, it's like, oh man, WhatNot's the greatest. You need to go sell on WhatNot. It's this great platform. Oh, and use my code. And so sometimes it's self-serving, but this show was it was informational. It was, I like to say it was the truth about WhatNot, the ups, the downs, things that you have to do to prepare to sell, and just really super informative. So if I had the link, or somebody that's a mod wants to drop a link on that, Android forever. Ken probably got a bunch of dollar bills ready for tonight. Yeah. Doing the prep. What Jill should have. Jill will be the only guest that I'm inviting. I may get other few people on just to kind of help me do some stuff on there. But I started listing stuff in my show this morning, and I just have some questions. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to throw out a few questions. I'm not, at this time going to go full in like as all WhatNot seller. But I'm definitely not going to, WhatNot sometimes has that mystique of, oh, it's just a place where resellers go to dump off all their old junk that won't sell on eBay or other platforms, Mercari or Poshmark. And some of that can be true. But also I've, seen some different people and the way that they sell, and it's just intriguing to me. Plus the social media aspect of it. I don't mind being live. I enjoy being live. And I think if I can pitch my items, oh, I haven't sent you a link yet on that, Jill. And there is the link. What is that? Oh, yeah. That is the link to, Corey put that in the morning. Corey, I think I saw you in there earlier and I didn't click on you. That is the link to the WhatNot show over on Ray's channel, is in there. And so anyway, I started to listen. What was I talking about? Oh, why I want to do WhatNot. Just because I think it looks neat. I think it looks fun. I'm not afraid to be in front of the camera and live. My biggest hangups right now are actually running the show. I don't want to fumble through the show, which I'm sure is going to happen the first, second, third time that I'm doing stuff. But I feel that I'm pretty natural. Jill is going to be joining me on some of the shows. That's one of the things we're trying to get scheduled when the first show actually is. Jill finds a lot of great items anyway, and has been shopping WhatNot, finding deals. She's been, she goes to thrift stores and yard sales and stuff as well. And so we're going to have a lot of cool stuff. It's not going to be just all junk. And I'll show a few items. I don't know. Maybe you'll think it's junk or not, but we'll see what runs. Like, oh, this is one that I just bought on WhatNot. Look at this. There's a new Ghostbusters movie coming out right here. Listen to this. So there's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man plush, brand new, and that's an older one. That's like 2011, so not vintage yet, but good stuff. I'm not afraid to be in front of the camera. There's an understatement. Never miss the opportunity to be the center of attention. There you go. That might be a trivia question that comes up sometime when I'm doing a giveaway. My motto that I like to live by is never miss the opportunity to be the center of attention. So there you go. Corey will take a link if you're selling that hat behind you. Oh, isn't that sweet right there? Man, diamond cut, Cleveland Indians vintage, logo athletic. Just picked that up here recently. Yeah, it's a sweet hat. But that won't be in the WhatNot for sure. That's like a $200 hat. But things like Ghostbusters, I see a lot of people selling Starbucks stuff. Got some Starbucks mugs still in the packaging there. This special edition, I don't know if you can see that's a Starbucks 2016 metal right there mug. Oh, look at this one. 50th anniversary frosty glass right there. Starbucks. I don't know what year that was. I can't read it right there. First of all, my eyeballs are, and that's another reason, like running the show, I want to see running from my phone. I'm going to set up an additional screen to be able to see the chat and see things. Cool lid right there. I do see a lot of Starbucks stuff selling pretty good. Yeah, jump on the raid train when you have your show. Yes, I would love to be part of a raid train, Ray, for sure. And Yeah, this might be my official outfit. We'll see. I got some cool t-shirts and stuff too. Oh, how about this t-shirt? And I'm going to be running. This is one that Jill picked up recently. Who likes the movie Step Brothers? Boom, right there. That's a sweet t-shirt, size extra large, I think. Man, see, I should be selling this stuff right there. Oh, we're on the extra large right there on the tag. Sweet print, no back hit, nothing on the back, no holes, no stains. Super nice looking shirt. Uh, so that's, those are kind of some of the things. Ken's just wearing that yellow hat. You will sell more stuff on WhatNot than anyone else in history. I actually thought about, I have a, right up there on my desk, I actually have a vinyl cutter and heat press and stuff like that. I do make some shirts. If you watch the most recent episode of the Reseller Clickbait podcast that I do there with Corey from Grams and Pops, we had on a special guest this week. We had Steve from Happy Heart Treasures. Great time, good show. But it was St. Patrick's Day, so I had on my St. Patrick's Day attire, and I had on my Magically Delicious t-shirt that I had made. So I got a vinyl cutter. I actually thought about putting the WhatNot logo right on the top of the hat, or maybe, hit it on the side there. I can't figure out which way. Hit it on the... I can never figure out these cameras. See, Susan just watched Step Brothers again last night. Man, that movie is so quotable. I love Step Brothers. Renaming it from WhatNot to Wait Not. Ooh, Jill Kacherka. Jill's last name is Wait, Waite. And so Jill could have her own Wait Not shows. I love that. But I'm working on my thumbnail. I was working on my thumbnail. I've been working on that, laying in supplies. I'm trying to making sure that I have the items to ship stuff out. So there's a question I have. For any of you that sell on WhatNot, and maybe you can help me with a couple of questions. As I'm listing these items, I've got about 10 items listed so far. But I had some questions. When I am weighing the items, like if I list something on eBay, I am going to list that weight kind of as it also includes the box and whatever like packing materials that I need. Sometimes you're at a 8-ounce item, or it's 10 ounces for the item, and you got to put it in a box and stuff. That's going to put it into that 12-ounce category. Should I be putting in the weight of just the item itself, or should I be adding extra for whatever sort of packing material that it needs? Ping G, I can't have a show. I can't do a show without Ping here. I'm surprised I got this far, 19 minutes into the show, without Ping showing up. Good to see you, my friend. And Coco loves life. I love that. We all love Coco too. Coco and hi Ken and hi friends. Yeah, Coco is on there. Bama Josh, good morning everyone. Bama J Bird is here. Good to see you. So anybody that sells on WhatNot, if you can weigh in on that question, should I be putting Ping is saying that I should add the weight of the packaging plus the weight of the item. When I am listing on, this is Ping, I don't know if you were here, when I'm listing on WhatNot, I don't know if you are a WhatNot seller. Definitely on eBay, I'm going to list, that total amount plus the packaging. And Glenn said that he missed Ping in Todd's show this morning. Where were you? Did you get out of bed late? Change my username. Thank you. Yes, Coco and Chewy, Coco loves life. That's, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, and just a number of other questions as I'm taking. Okay, so Shane is here, and Shane says packaging and item. So I should weigh those up or make sure adding those few ounces or whatever, just like I would on eBay. I will do that same weight for my WhatNot listings. Okay. In regards to WhatNot. So Shane, I'm not sure if you had heard that too. Is that as a WhatNot, I should add the packaging and the item? Yeah, everyone seems to be having a good morning, except it's cold. I talked about that. I complained right in the beginning of the show. Nobody needs to hear me complain about the wintry cold weather, 29 degrees out there right now. It just makes it difficult going back and forth to the garage, out to my office. And I'm tired of it. I'm ready for spring. Now, yesterday was the first day of spring. Maybe this is not just my WhatNot attire. This is a nice springy look right there. Swamberger, Todd had a show this morning. I was in the reseller locker room. Did the locker room do a show this morning? I didn't see that. I didn't get a notification. Also, hey, I think you only have a few minutes. If you are doing a March Madness bracket, games start today. You need to get those picks done. Go, leave the show right now. Get your picks done, then come back, because I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be, giving any groundbreaking? What the heck is a groundbreaking information here? Yes, I didn't add WhatNot gives you a little leeway, but I don't like to push it. Okay, very good. No show this morning, but our new episode is out this morning. Okay, gotcha. So Ping was watching the new episode of the Reseller Locker Room podcast. Go check them out as well. The with Shane and Alex and Ben and who's your? Do you have a fourth now? I forget. I didn't watch the episode today. I don't know. No, Coco, you did not miss my first WhatNot show. I am actually going to, I am setting up my first show right now, and I'm going to do a private show tonight, kind of a run through to see how the workings are. Of course, in a private show, because they don't have rehearsal mode on Android, on a private show, the items are still live and are still be able to be purchased. So might ask some folks to come in and help answer questions, and just kind of be in the chat so I can see how that works. And I'll probably run some items, but I'm not expecting to get any bids on them. I don't want to kind of sell stuff right yet. No fourth, but we did have Chris Easy Pickens. That's right. Chris Easy Pickens was the guest this week. Yes, he was on the show this morning. Okay, good. Yes, I would definitely be getting it out there when I'm going to do my first show. Probably through my Instagram and announcing it wherever I can, getting it out there. And those are some of the questions that I'm still working through. I know they want you to promote your show a lot, and there's all that stuff with using the codes and getting new people to sign up. But for the most part, heck, everybody I know is already either on WhatNot or has already signed up, except for like a few family members or whatever that might not be on there that would come and watch the show. So I'm not sure about using all the code stuff or even how that works yet. So there's another question that I would ask about WhatNot as far as the photos. Now, normally eBay, I take all the photos first, and when I was setting up the show, well, okay, let me back up. Let me back up. For those of you that sell on WhatNot, do you find it easier to list everything and set up your show from your computer or from your phone? And that kind of leads to that question of, I noticed, when I was adding an item, it basically brought up the camera and you could snap the photos then. Are you folks snapping your photos right as you're doing that listing, or are you doing them kind of all in bulk and then adding them in as you go? So that's there you go. There's something to watch too. Two old guys, Caleb and Josh, going to be live tonight at 7, and that's always fun. Their show is fun to watch. They're good. I know the last time that they had the live, just great. It's a great evening. The chat is always lively. Go check them out. Yeah, and I did see that Shane has a WhatNot Plus show scheduled for Saturday the 30th. Follow me if you haven't, guys. I usually sell books, but trying to broaden my horizons. Yes, if you got a link there, Shane, throw it in the chat and people can bookmark that sale. For sure. And Christine Harden is going to be watching Josh. So yeah, I'm going to do that live private show tonight. So I'll probably catch the first part of your show, and then try to get this stuff worked out. I usually create the show on the PC, then go in and upload photos from the phone. Okay. I didn't know if, so you're taking your photos separate from the phone. You're not actually like snapping the photos right there as you're doing the listing. It seems like there should be some easy way. I have a tendency to take way too many photos of stuff. I even for the WhatNot, a lot of times you just need to snap that one photo, but I will need to get myself out of that mentality that it's not eBay. I don't need to take a ton of pictures of it because I am going to be pitching it right there. Like, who doesn't need, look at this. Boom. SpongeBob SquarePants. Beautiful shoes right here. Canvas size 10. Size 10. You got Patrick featured on the back of that one. SpongeBob right there. Very good condition. I got to clean up a little on the soles. I'm going to do that. But man, a sweet, pair of shoes. So I don't think I have to do tons and tons of pictures of it. Just enough so that people can see, or if there was any sort of damage. But I'm going to be pointing that out, right? While I am pitching it, trying to get someone, in 20 or 30 seconds to buy something from me. So we'll see how it goes. And, all of that, I know WhatNot is a slow build. You're probably going to get a lot of those folks that may follow you or know you, your friends and stuff that are going to come in and support you in those first couple of shows. And more for me, it's the feedback. I want to get, what the audience thinks of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. If people are so inclined to buy something, hey, that's super. And, but, building that, getting that audience outside of your friend group that you're there is what I want to try to build. Yeah, Jill needs 3 phones. Yeah, Jill needs 3. She usually has like 2 WhatNot auctions going on her phone at the same time. And then when I call, it's like, okay, hold on. I got a bid on this. Just a second. I got a bid on. Wait. That's my conversations with Jill if I call her too early. Larry Way Out One is here. Good morning, Larry. Good to see you, my friend. And you just need 1 or 2 for WhatNot. People like to see what they may be pre-bidding on. They may not be able to be present of the actual show. Good tip. you can just show it. Yeah. Show it and show any sort of flaws if there are. I'm trying to sell good stuff here. I'm trying to sell good stuff. Using that mentality of getting past that it is an eBay, it's not eBay. And you're not going to get eBay prices out of stuff, but profit is profit. And if I can move some stuff along that's decent stuff at a lower cost, I'm okay with that. Plus, I think it's just going to be fun. I'm excited. I want to do it. I want to have fun. I got some stuff that I'm thinking of doing. Everybody kind of has their own little flair, their own little thing. We're going to involve, the seasonal Santa, of course, in every show. Seasonal Santa going to be pitching a Christmas item, and I got some fun ideas in my head that Jill and I have been kicking around. I come up with all these ideas, and then I try to think of everything that you could possibly come up with about it. And then I say, hey, Jill, what do you think of this? And she's like, oh, well, what if you did this? And it's like, how did I not think of that? So we work well together, and that's why I'm excited about having Jill be part of. Jill's an expert buyer. As you saw last week, if you were watching the show, Jill's an expert WhatNot buyer. And Coco says she loves WhatNot, is going to start to do more shows. Yeah, it's a fun, it's that social aspect of it too. Jill follows a lot of different resellers. It's a whole different community. The community all seems to be very supportive of one another, whether they're, buying from each other back and forth, or just being there and help supporting the shows, setting up raid trains, doing special stuff. And it looks fun. I'm a social kind of guy. Why, thank you. I'm hoping so. Hey, if I don't sell anything, it's just another opportunity for people to see me. That's the DOG. I have delusions of grandeur. I think that, my first show, I'm going to be the biggest guy on WhatNot. And I do have realistic expectations, but I think it's just going to be, it's going to be fun. And the Nostalgia Picker is here. Howdy, y'all. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. I'll come bid stuff up for you, but I'm accidentally win something. I'm going to need a refund. Yeah, that's always a thing. People, try to bid it up for you, and it's like, oh no, I got stuck. I hear Dan and Demand a lot talk about that. Don't buy it if you don't want it. Don't buy it. Just, don't get, the pity buyer. Yeah, raid trains are cool. Want to get involved with some of that, and I'm sure, a lot of these raid trains, they're looking for sellers that can keep the train going, that have a big enough audience to where, if you've got 30, 40, 50, 80 people in the train, and then they come to Ken and everybody dumps out because he sucks. And then all I'm doing is passing along, 15 people at the end. So I'm sure that, a lot of the raid trains and stuff are looking for people that are kind of proven, but it's also a good way that initially to get people to follow you and sub, and maybe want to come back and see another show. Corey, no refunds for the second best reseller in South Dakota. The second best in South Dakota. Corey the shill. I ride trains, but don't jump on them. Ray, like when I bought a Pokemon card and I have no clue. Yes, Jill buys a lot just to support. She's like, I have no clue. I have no clue what I'm buying here. And then she's like, here, you sell this Pokemon card. I don't know anything about Pokemon cards either. Yes, WhatNot community is awesome. And Todd is saying hello to Glenn there. So when I'm listing stuff in WhatNot, okay, I'm gonna be selling a lot, probably mostly under the garage sale category, just this and that kind of items. I am going to have specific, like all plush shows, all hat shows, all clothing shows, all electronics, all video games, that sort of stuff, different types of shows. But when I am listing in the garage sale category, when it comes up and asks me what category it is in, should I only, within that certain show, should I only put it in the category of garage sale, or, you know, for example, you know, I have like some handheld video games. Who doesn't love Uno? Man, I love it. I didn't want to sell this one. And look at this. It's working. Well, one button. That wasn't much. Some Monopoly, like Monopoly Jackpot or something. So should I be listing these just as the garage sale items? Or when it asks me the category, should I put it as like whatever? I don't even know the category. Electronics, handheld games, electronic games. I'm not sure what a category that would be. Any thoughts on that? We should do a raid train for your first show. There's a bunch of people here that would help you. Hey, that very well may be the plan. Full-time flippers podcast. You know what? You've never bought anything on WhatNot. Well, here's your opportunity. Well, there's one in the chat. If you go back up, if you need some plush, Shane listed one of his shows. He's doing a plush show on the 30th. But there you go. You can sub to my, hey, maybe I'll send you that referral code thing, which is not what I'm pitching. I'm pitching for the fun, but you can jump on there. And I assume this is Chad. That is Full-Time Flippers, another fun podcast. They just started up. They're about what 4, 5, 6 episodes in, 5 or 6. What did, let me see, where am I at? Don't buy plush. Roman is actually at the Goodwill bins now, waiting for the new bins to come out. Roman's over there. He's doing all his stretches. He's getting ready for the new bins. Gonna muscle some people. I imagine that people don't. Roman probably is the type. He doesn't have to muscle anybody out of the way. They just like see him coming and they're like, "Hey, here you go, sir. Here's this vintage shirt for you." And 5 episodes in of the full-time resellers. There we go. Just bookmark your show, Shane. Very good. Thank you. Yes, and that's how the community grows, and that's why I'm super excited about it. I am still listing on eBay. I'll show you this cool item. I think I put it up here. This is one that I'm listing today. This is an inflatable. It's made by Jemmy, which Jemmy stuff. Jemmy usually sells good. It's a big inflatable. It's like 4 foot wide. Pin the tail on the donkey, and picked that up at a sale that I was at, and I'm listing that for around $50. And so I forget what I ended up paying for it. I remember it was a big rigmarole. I think I paid $10 for it. And it was like a church sale that I was at. And I was kind of asking them, you know, for if they were dealing or doing prices, and they had to go get people. And it's like, I'll just pay you what you want for it. But then people never came back forever. And then they said they'd take $10 for it. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the things I'm listing today. And I got a smoothie maker, kind of that crushes up, you know, it's like a blender with a spout on it, basically. Do some margaritas in there. You could do your, you know, some fresh, Roman is the sweetest, but he's also sour at the same time. WhatNot is so addicting. I try to stay off as much as I can. Sue, I think that you need to help me with Jill's intervention. You know, maybe you can hit her up on Instagram. Just talk her down off the WhatNot ledge. She spends a lot of time on there, which is cool. It's cool. It's fun. It's again, that community that you can just have fun with those people, even if you're not buying anything. It's just a good place to hang out and see stuff, see new things. Jeff is here. Jeff Ball, my friend, how are you? Good to see you. Hopefully things at the Sweet and Sour Thrift are going well for you, as well as your Roma's like a Sour Patch Kid. What are some other things? Oh, see, I was talking about you could put your smoothie, you could make well, you don't make a beer smoothie, I guess, but some of these ThermoServe, these vintage, I don't know if you've seen these ThermoServes, classic Budweiser label right there. Who's a fan of Michelob? Michelob right there. That's a sweet looking cup. These are all really clean, good, not all scratched up. Those are some of the things that I'm going to be listing for my WhatNot show. I'm only 151 from 1,000 followers on WhatNot, and on the 30th, I'm going to have to show to see if I can get there. Wait, today is the 20th. You got 9 days. Coco, 151. You can do, I predict you are at 1,000. Can you link your channel, link your WhatNot in here? Might pick up a few extra subs. Anyway, hey, if there was 151 people in this chat, then they would all subscribe to Coco. And let's see, what other questions that I have? Does anybody know? Now, Jill, that doesn't count. You will unsub and then sub again. You're gonna dash Coco's, dash her onto the rocks when, she's like, oh, I'm losing subs. I need 152 now. Oh, wait, 151. And there you go. There's a link right there. Everybody go click on that link right now. Follow Coco right there. Try to get her a couple ticks closer to that 1,000 before her show. And if that show is scheduled on her page, make sure to bookmark it so you see it come up. Does anybody know when you're listing on WhatNot, that I would probably try to do stuff as I'm auctioning it off, like in a progression of things, unless people request me to run something they see in my auction. Am I able to, there you go, 150 now, 150. Can I reorder that list? I haven't been able to see. It's like as I add something new, it goes into my list of active items that are going to be in that auction. But unless I am listing them all at this, in the order that I want to do them on the show, can I reorder that? And some of this stuff is, I can Google it. I can look it up. I know that. I know that for sure. I usually don't do that, ask questions until I've researched it. But as I was doing some lists this morning, I was just kind of jotting down some different questions, and I might ask you folks if somebody knows how to do that. There was another note. So today, I talked about getting that one thing at a church rummage sale. it is almost yard sale season here. Actually, there's a few of them that are starting up, and there was a church rummage sale today that I'm missing. I'm missing it to be here with you folks. And so last year I did the same thing during yard sale season. I changed the show because around our area, Thursdays is a really good day for yard selling. And usually Thursday, Friday, and then as you get towards the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, it kind of drops off. So I'm going to be changing the show day and time probably in the 1st of April. And so I was thinking if I wanted to do it later, what certain day. So I'm thinking right now it will be Wednesdays. I think I'll just back it up a day till Wednesday, because usually not a lot going on then as far as sales and such around here. Back it up to Thursday and maybe push it up to the to noon, to starting at noon. How's that work for everybody? Let's get a general consensus out there. How does that work for everybody? Because I do notice a lot of times I get towards the end of my show, which starts at 11. I usually try to go about an hour, and I start to get people trickling in that like are just waking up out on the West Coast, or in, some of those other time zones. You got, Pacific, Mountain, normal, and then Eastern time. And I only say normal because that's what Corey calls it, normal time. I'm on the Eastern time zone. I'm on the Eastern. The whole world runs on Eastern time zone. But the Midwesterners, they like to think that Central is their normal time. Jeff, that's probably the one that I'm talking about. If it was over in your area, that is probably, Jill was asking, was it the Park Avenue Church, Jeff? That's one of the ones I was looking at. Man, I'm talking straight through here. Wet my whistle a little bit. I think the best time to do any live is from 3 a.m. until 4 a.m. That's when nobody does anything. Exactly. Sometimes I'm still up at those time frames. For sure. So, yeah, Jeff. So I didn't miss out on anything, Jeff, being here, doing the show. Did you get anything? Anything good at all over at that sale? How about this right here on the Dr. Seuss tag right there? Size large, Gildan heavy. It's the Gildan heavy cotton right there. Size large, super excellent condition. Nothing on the back. See, maybe I'm practicing right here for WhatNot. That's something that I'm loading up in my show. One of the items that I'm doing. I'm just going to have a hodgepodge of stuff, different garage sale type of items. Okay, ping works for me, as it is 9 a.m. And like I said earlier, I can't do a live show without ping around. I feel empty. I feel empty inside when ping is not here. And so 12 noon, heavy hellos from Sal's Mercado. Good to see you, my friend. See, there's another Pacific time framer. Time framer? Is that what that is? I don't even know that. Is that how you say that? Made myself buy a couple items just so I could feel good about donating some cash. Gotcha. Noon sounds good. Noon sounds great. Perfect. Oh, so anyway, as part of my show, everybody, Kraft Mac and Cheese, we're going to switch some gears here a little bit. Because Kraft Mac and Cheese, I'm trying to get the Kraft Corporation, to be on board with these shows. If they wanted to send me a check, that would be great. But if they just wanted to send me more mac and cheese, I mean, it's just as good as gold itself. So I'm going to do my mac and cheese review because I'm getting behind on them. I'm starting to stack up on mac and cheese. Okay, for Sue, that works as well. Good. Glad to hear that. I did review this right here. This is School Cafeteria Mac and Cheese. Let's show a couple of pictures here. So my sister is a lunch lady. I don't know why I did that. She's not like, she's a lunch. No, she is an actual lunch lady. In our local school system here. And I was telling her about doing the mac and cheese reviews on the show here because she's usually working while I'm doing the show. And she's like, it's mac and cheese day tomorrow. This was like last weekend. She says mac and cheese day tomorrow. So we were going to get this whole thing set up. I was actually going to go over to the school, get in the lunch line, get me some mac and cheese, that sort of stuff. But we figured that probably wasn't the greatest idea. I know when you do YouTube content and stuff, one of those things that they ask you about is if there's children in it. And I'm sure there's a lot of things that I just didn't want to have to deal with that. Having children or somebody happen to see a video and go, oh, why is my child, being exploited? So she brought me a serving of macaroni and cheese so that I could do it. So it comes into them in these great big boxes, and it's 5 pounds. 5 pounds of mac and cheese is how theirs comes. And they put it in these steamers, these steamer things, and it goes into the big steamer. Look, my sister did me, got all these photos and stuff. And then, oh, look at this. Look at this yummy goodness right here. 20 pounds. That's 20 pounds. I put 4 packages, 20 pounds of macaroni and cheese. I had to tell you, she sent a picture. I got a little bit excited. But it's like, how does it stack up against Kraft? Oh, and there's a scoop. A 6 ounce serving is what they have to serve for their mac and cheese. Did you qualify for free lunches, or did she have to buy that mac and cheese from the school? No, I did qualify for that. This is kind of, after all the lunches were served, I did not take food out of the mouths of our local school children. Yes, it is so cheesy. Why is she not in a pic? I told her she should have been in the picture. Yes, no such thing. See, Coco, that's why you and Jill get along so well. Jill is Jill's a big lover of cheese. I'm here. I missed the school bell. Well, you did. You missed your tardy. You're tardy for school, but you got here right in time for lunchtime. And so I am going to throw this up here on the screen. So we've got a side-by-side comparison of Kraft macaroni and cheese, the cheesiest, pure comfort inside and out. Look at this one. I know say this, warm cheesy macaroni fills your belly and feeds your soul. It's on the box. It's feeding your soul right there on the box. And so, as you see in the picture there, 20 pounds of mac and cheese is what's going on. So I like to do my comparison chart here. First off, the price. Well, this was free to me, but we did all of the stuff, all of the math and everything, and it was free to me. So still, with all of the cost involved, it's about $1.12 per box if I get it at Walmart here. Can be $1.25, but I got to put some butter in that, got to put some milk in it, and that comes out to about $1.49. And you pay enough taxes for school lunches, you should get at least one free sample. See, exactly. That school mac and cheese looks good. Well, we're gonna see how it's stacked up. Sometimes I forget all the other ingredients. Yes. So I do have to say that even though the price was free to me, not everybody's going to have access. Not everybody's sister is a lunch lady. So I do have to give the price of the mac and cheese. And so that can be debated. It was free to me for this one meal, but if I wanted it more, I'd have to buy, I think one of those boxes has 6. One of those boxes that you have to buy is 6 of those 5-pound packages. So you'd have to buy 30 pounds of mac and cheese all at one time. So I did give the price category to the Kraft mac and cheese. As far as preparation is concerned, all I had to do was throw this in the microwave. It was boom, ready to go. And I think normally, with if you're buying it in the 20-pound boxes or the 5-pound thing, and you can just like steam that, it's going to be much easier than the normal macaroni and cheese prep. Boil the water, cook the macaroni, stir in the yummy goodness of that cheese pouch, some butter, some milk, all of that. So I am giving the check mark, the nod to the school cafeteria, Kraft and Mac and Cheese. And okay, nutrition. Okay, so the schools are really, they have to do a lot. My sister went through all of the nutrition that they have to do with me, or she went through it with me. So a serving size that they have to serve is a 6-ounce serving size because of like the proteins or something that is in it. They have to have at least 6 ounces as a serving size to be to qualify as a school lunch, approved meal. There are 300 calories in a 6-ounce serving of that. So in my bowl that I had was 300 calories for that one serving. And Roman says, I can tell you one thing. If I eat mac and cheese 1 time per day and do 1,000 push-ups after it, you will have to eat another portion of mac and cheese. So the serving size of the 6 ounces has 300 calories. Now, we've talked before on a Kraft Mac and Cheese, this is like a 7.5 ounce box or 7.25 ounce box. They say that a serving size is 2.5 ounces. And there's supposed to be 3 serving sizes in this. Well, this right here, folks, this is the serving size for me. When I make it, I'm eating this whole box on myself. I know that's not that great, but so serving size is 2.5 ounces. There's 350 calories in one serving. Well, so we got 6 ounces is 300. You got 2.5 ounces is 350, which makes my total consumption of calories when I eat a box of macaroni and cheese at 1,050 calories. Which is, they tell me that's not good. But what do I know? I'm not a nutritionist. I just know what's good. And Kraft is yummy. So we're giving the nod on that, the check mark to the nutrition of the school cafeteria mac and cheese. And then what it comes down to in the end really is the taste, right? Which is better? Now, what I'll say, when I took this first bite of this school cafeteria mac and cheese, I thought, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. But as I ate through, and I actually did, after I microwaved it, I added a little bit of milk because I like my macaroni and cheese to be a little bit soupy, if you will. I like it to be have a lot of creaminess to it. Roman eats 10 Big Macs a day, still alive. See, you're good. 10, I think that might be a little excessive, but who am I to say? I just ate 1,050 calories in one meal. The taste overall, I will say, and I'm not, giving Kraft the nod, but it is the cheesiest, and it is hard to beat. I am giving the check mark to, so we can say it's a tie, but since I'm the only one voting, we're going to say the winner is this week. Kraft Macaroni and Cheese is the clear-cut winner. So they're 4 for 4 in reviews. Let me see. Did I have anything at the end of this? Nope, I did not. So Kraft Macaroni and Cheese wins once again, the undisputed champion of the mac and cheese. And so, hey, if you have an opportunity, sometimes they have Parents Day, or they have Father Daughter Day at school, and maybe hopefully it'll be mac and cheese. If you have kids, you can go there and eat and drink 20 cans of Pepsi. Well, there's where you went wrong. I can go with 10 Big Macs, Roman, but hashtag Team Coke Zero. I'm all about the Coke Zero. And Joe is here. Joe from I'd Flip That. We were just talking. I think Joe is Joe, are you part of that raid train tonight on WhatNot with Nashville Flippers and Angie and Kristen? And I'm not sure who else is on there. Did you see my reel from yesterday, Ken? I sold that Mercedes-Benz hat from the Highway Byway sale. $125. Sweet. No, I haven't watched it. It's in my queue. I sat down to normally I watch your videos. They come out when it was the reel. No, I didn't see the reel. Well, I usually watch your full videos, Chris, your weekly recaps when I'm eating dinner. And last night my mom made meatloaf, and so I ate dinner over there because, come on, it's my mom's meatloaf. I'll put my mom's meatloaf up against anybody's meatloaf. Even your mom. Your mom does not make better meatloaf than my mom. And Ryan is here. Gulf Coast Pickers, another great WhatNotter was watching their show last night. They were doing some plush on WhatNot last night, and they're also part of some raid trains that I see that are starting up. Yeah, it's always rigged. Everybody always thinks the mac and cheese is rigged. Oh, let me finish that up. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Joe is on tonight on WhatNot. Go follow Joe. I'd Flip That on there. Let me do something here. Joe, I put you on as a mod, as well as Ryan. If you guys want to either link your show or link your WhatNot so that you can get people can follow you, or bookmark your shows or whatever. That's Sue, I missed Sue was off to the day job. Where's that at? I see it in my other off to the day job. Everyone have a great day. You too, Sue. Thank you for coming. My mom sure does. She makes Ma, the meatloaf. We want it now. Yeah, where was this? I put it in the first Ken versus 10 challenge. Finally sold. Gotcha. Chris, I told Ken last night that I honestly believe you could sell anything to anyone or everyone. Yes, Chris, I watch his, daily reels or stories that he puts out, and then his weekly recap. I mean, he's selling on all the platforms, and just doing. Oh, the Nance is watching. I do, but Jill, I'll put my mom's meatloaf up against your mom's meatloaf. We should have a loaf off. Oh, there you go. We should have a loaf off. I'll do it on a Ken versus 10. A loaf off. Glenn is asking Ryan if you guys are going to the yes, cool. Oh, I don't have my sign up. I still have my Reseller Clickbait podcast. I have had my Nashville meetup sign back behind me here recently. Chris, are you going? My sales have been really bad lately, Coco. That's what I get for being on vacay for a week. Yes. Chris was down at the Peaches to Beaches and then went down to Florida to visit friends. We have a fun game to play for the giveaway drawing. Oh, and tonight. So bookmark that for sure. Go check out Joe tonight. Doubtful Glenn. too expensive to go to. Man, now I'm getting. I did win 2 storage auctions today, so I'll be busy for the next few days. Very good, very good. April 4th game show, the match game. Oh, that is cool. I'm gonna get caught back up here. Here's the link to our WhatNot. Just started 3 raid trains: Tuesday garage sale, Wednesday plush and toys, Thursday clothing. Please stop by and say hey. Yeah, go bookmark them, follow them, all of that stuff that goes along with our community, and it's cool. That's cool. All the meatloaf and macaroni talk is making me so hungry. I know. I'm ready for lunch. What time is it? See, it's already afternoon. And so the next mac and cheese that I'm doing was one that was suggested by the Inked Picker, Alicia, who just hit like 1,000 subs on her channel. She's like 1 year into this. She hit 1,000 subs on her YouTube channel. Had a really fun live show last week. What was I saying? Oh, but she had suggested doing Bob Evans brand of like prepared mac and cheese. You just kind of heat it up in a microwave. And so I've got some of that in my refrigerator now. If the School Cafeteria Mac and Cheese hadn't come up, I would have been doing that this week, but I didn't. I would love to go to Nashville, but unfortunately won't be making it this time. Planning on not missing it next time. It sounds like it's going to be really fun. Anytime you can get and hang out with other resellers, other like-minded people, it's just fun. It's fun. You learn stuff. You learn different ways to do stuff, but you just build a relationship with somebody, or just put a face to a name that, a lot of times you see people in the content and you know what they look like, and then you get to an event, you go, yes, I've seen you, but I can't remember your name. And so there's a link to Joe's show right there. Tonight's show, 8 p.m. Central Time, or normal time, as Corey would like to call it. Thank you. Coco is on the plush raid train. Sweet. See? I love it. I'm going to have fun. With this WhatNot thing. I didn't show many of the items. This show wasn't really about showing all the items that I'm going to be listing or whatever. I just have to come to my show. But I am setting up to do that private show. Yes, it will be cool to meet you, Joe. You and Nicole, live face to face will be great. And Roman has trouble even remembering himself. That's why he does a live every Saturday night, just to kind of recenter himself, and go, oh yeah, that is really me. I do this reselling thing. Great show last week, Roman, with Desiree. Was on the show. Who's the guest? If you're giving up secrets, who's the guest this week on the most unprofessional reseller podcast in history, which is on Roman Anytime Pickers channel? Yes, as am I. It will be. I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'm gonna give it a go. I do have the realistic expectations for WhatNot. I think if I can hang out with some people on a show, have some fun, and make a couple of extra dollars, win-win, right? Win-win for everybody. Not only for me getting some money, but for everybody getting to see me, also getting to see me. Oh wait, I'm pointing down to the DOG right there, the delusions of grandeur right there. But I am sincerely looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. And it's something that Jill and I both are excited to do, something that we can do together. Jill is not a reseller. She doesn't list anywhere. She's just a buyer. She's a buyer. She's a great sorcerer. Sorcerer. Yes. Joe, Nicole, and Ken in one room. Sounds like a party waiting to happen. It'll be a 24-hour game show. It will be a 24-hour game show. Yeah, hit the thumb. I appreciate that. Yes, I always forget to say that. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I record myself on the voice recorder to remember my name. That's right. That's right, Roman. It's me, Roman. That's probably a horrible Roman impersonation. This week it will be Brendan Big Time Flips. Oh, it should be a really good show. So go check out Roman Anytime Picker Saturday evenings. I think it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And he's on there, of course, with Lissa, Baubles, Blings, and Needful Things. And she is his co-host, and they have a special guest each week, and it's pretty cool. I'm always there. Usually I've been spending that time, Roman, when I'm watching the show, out in the garage listing. Either taking some photos or listing. It's a really good show to be able to do that too. When I'm not running back over to the computer, to chat something in there. Oh, Nicole is staying home. Well, boo. Well, boo for that. I mean, not that I'm not excited to see Joe, but I wanted to meet Nicole too. But that's cool. That's gonna be super fun. Roman's got it. It's 8. I'll message you, Roman. I'll hit you up on Instagram about 7:30 on Saturday and just say, hey, got to get ready for the show. It starts in half an hour. So, where am I at here? I lost my train of thought. So anyway, I think I'm going to get this wrapped up. I have to get the rest of these items into my show to do that private show tonight, just to learn the ropes. And if you are on WhatNot, everybody go out and find these folks and bookmark their shows and jump in. Even if you say hi, I think that it helps the algorithm for WhatNot. If there is such a thing, if a show is building some momentum, if there's a lot of viewers in there, if people are hitting that little heart thing, and if you can get some people in your show, as shows are being suggested to folks, WhatNot says, hey, here's a popular show, these folks, let's go over and watch that, and they'll push that out a little bit more. So I'm excited to do it. And Joe, Coco, all I will be doing is rolling my eyes at Ken. Yes, that's pretty much it. I'm sure that Jill and I, doing some of these WhatNot shows together, I'll just be like watching, and pretty much I'll be like, no, you're doing it all wrong. Just give me that. I'll do it. Let me pitch it. And then I'll sell it for the $2 starting price. And Joel will be like, hey, you should get this right here. This is a really thing. And it'll be like $15. So we'll see. We'll see who's, maybe we should have a challenge. Who can sell more stuff, Jill, at a higher price. Booking flight today, then the hotel. Yeah, I think, Joe, there's a lot of people who are staying at that suggested hotel. If you go to the Nashville meetup page on Facebook, there's a Facebook page, has a lot of people that are interacting there. There's information about the hotels, the main hotel in the area. There's a schedule of events, what's going to go on. Everything is free at the meetup. Well, no, not everything is free. There is no formal thing. There's a schedule of when people are going. It's all basically you pay for whatever you're doing, whatever your meal is, whatever that sort of stuff is. There's some sourcing and some thrifting opportunities. There's a mechanical bowl, for crying out loud. One of the places we're going to has a mechanical bowl. You know that the DOG is all over that. Yeah, Ken is buying. Yeah, everybody that shows up, I'm going to. I should be careful. This is on record. Um, yeah, Ryan booked the whole hotel to himself. Um, time is your show tonight? Well, who are you talking to, Jeff? My show, I'm just doing like a private thing with Jill and maybe a couple other folks just to try out the WhatNot so I can see how to do it. I can see if I can see the little screen so I'm not like the whole time like, what's that chat say? What's that chat say? But we discussed that last week about Ken should probably get glasses. Oh, and then wait, those are the wrong ones. Then I put these glasses on. Jill was like, what do you think? Jill's like, they're too like 1970s or something. Not the right style. I can see a little bit better. How about them? Ken is buying dinner for, he said it's free. Yeah, see, now it's going to be, people are going to isolate that clip and go, hey, Nashville, the whole Nashville meetup is free. Ryan said he will sponsor everyone, so all the drinks are on him. Whew, I'd rather buy all the meals. I'd rather buy all the meals than all the drinks, for sure. Oh, I look sophisticated. I look sophisticated with these glasses on. Like I'm ready to teach like a ninth grade history class or something. I don't think they're college professor, sophisticated, but I think they're, I could probably get away I could be a band teacher, maybe with these on, band teacher. I don't know, anyone? So anyway, now I'm just rambling. Now I'm just being kooky and rambling, and I'm holding all you folks up from getting your jobs done. Hopefully some of you were listening, and I appreciate the answers to some of my questions that I had about WhatNot from some of you sellers. And so I think I will wrap it up. I'll call it a show either next week or the week after. Probably the week after. Next week's show may be the same time, Thursday at 1, or Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. But I will be changing that probably by the first week of April, and we'll be on Wednesdays. I think Wednesdays around noon seems to be my target date. We might waffle around a little bit to see if there is a better time frame that works. But man, everybody was here today. Everybody that I like was here in the chat today. And so what more can I ask than that? Than good friends that show up and for an hour here, or an hour and 18 minutes and 57 seconds, and just have fun in the chat. And I appreciate all of you. And goodbye, my friend. You and Jill can message me if you need anything for tonight. Very good, Coco, because Coco loves life. If you used to see it as Coco and Chewy, it is the same Coco. She's just loving life more. Well, I'm sure she's still loving Chewy too. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to put, I don't want a bunch of marital discord out there because, I misspoke about a simple name change. But I think you know what I'm saying. And Ryan's, y'all stay blessed. Thank you, Coco. Everybody enjoy your day, and we'll see you next week on 10 versus 10.